Man will spend 12 years in prison for possessing a fully automatic weapon. 22-year-old Zavon Knox was one of 3 people charged with weapons violations after being stopped by police in January. While running, surveillance video showed Knox throwing a black handgun into the store's dumpster. It had a device that could make it a fully automatic weapon. 17-year-old Kentrell Joyner pled guilty in adult court last month. He'll be sentenced in December, and the state's attorney says the case against Zarion Harris continues.